Cheers, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze, where we like to try all sorts of alcohols, coffees, and cocktails every day of the week, Monday through Friday. So if you like what we do, make sure you hit the like and subscribe and share our channel. So today we are doing something very special. It's a Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday. And I'm so bad with days lately. But it's a whiskey day. And we are going to do one of my favorites. This was a pickup that I got over the holidays last year that I just couldn't walk away from. It was a really great deal for the Dalmore 12. The Dalmore had been running a lot more than MSRP, just because it's one of those collected whiskeys and stuff. I think the price is normalized back to reasonable now. But this is the Dalmore 12-year single malt Scotch from, I think it's a Speyside. I think Dalmore is a Speyside. I don't remember exactly. But it came with this really cool set of glasses. So we're going to use these glasses here. It's a Highland single malt. So not a Speyside, but it's a Highland. The price that it's supposed to be running for is about $61.99, so $62. So this is a one barrel on cost. I think this is a really great deal for a Dalmore. I think so. And a reasonable price for a 12-year-old single malt. We've done other single malts a little bit cheaper, but less brand significance. This is definitely, I think, a good deal. I don't know what the MSRP actually is supposed to be. You know, could be a lot cheaper. But I think I got this for right around this price, about $60. Mm-hmm. I usually write them on the bottle.
But you didn't do it?
I didn't do it, but I did put it in, off my receipt, into the database I have. And so I think it was about this price. The proof is 40% or 80 proof. And like the bottle says, it's aged 12 years. And it came with these cool tasting glasses. So this is the kind of glass that like they use in the distilleries when they're
when they pull it out
when
of
they're
the barrel.
doing blending. Yeah, I don't know why this stem means so much. Somebody could probably explain a little bit better to me in the comments. But you know, we have Glencairns that we use and rock glasses and all sorts of different tasting ones, but these are the only ones that are stemmed. And I kind of like them.
Because I think when you're doing it, you swirl it to get the air in there to like kind of.
So this is what they use when they do like competitive tastings, you know, for awards. All right, so
I didn't know there was competitive drinkers.
Sign me up. No, wouldn't want to do that because they don't actually drink. They just like smell it and spit it out.
Don't want to waste it.
I would spit it out into my infinity bottle and take it. No, I'm just joking. That's kind of gross. So one barrel on cost at $61.99. Let's go ahead and do our review. Okay, so it's a one barrel on cost at $61.99. For aroma, we each give it a 3.5. What you got on aroma there?
It's definitely got the baked goods. The shortbread kind of. Mm-hmm. And the mint. Lately I've been really picking up the mint on the...
I get the mint a lot on scotches.
and it's malty.
Okay, so that's almost everything I got too. It's spicy. It's got a spicy kick to it, little pepper. Malty, I get spearmint. I get more spearmint than mint, but I think that's kind of like a...
Interchangeable.
Yeah, interchangeable. I also picked up the baked goods, but also getting a grassy note, kind of an earthy, grassy note to it. For flavor, I'm giving it a 4. You're giving it a 3.5. What do you got on flavor?
I'm getting the dried fruit, the apricot, kind of. And both the maple syrup and vanilla.
Maple syrup. Okay. Okay. I also am getting a sweetness to it, vanilla. The dark fruit, like you say, the apricot. I'm also getting some pepper to it on the taste. I'm not getting the maple, but I have no problem putting that down. And then for bite, I'm giving it 3.5. You're giving it a 4. I could give it a 4 too, but there's no real bite to it.
No,
it's nice and pleasant. There's a little bit of lingering, but not much. Bite is really kind of an arbitrary thing here. I think the bite is what helps offset the cost. So that gives me a rating of 12. You a 12. It's a strong 3. I already gave it a bonus of 1 because of the cost, but that's up to you. Do you want to do a half bonus, no bonus, or a bonus of 1?
So you're giving it a 4?
I'm giving it a 4.
I'd give it a 4.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is definitely a 4 barrel. The cost is hampering it quite a bit. I don't know that it's worth all the hype that Dalmore gets, but it's definitely something nice. I think it's a really cool bottle. It's got that silver stag on it. I think it's an awesome bottle, top shelf type of thing. And if you had it in your home bar and your friends came over, they'd be like, ooh, can we get some of that?
And I think a lot of the times the hype doesn't really denote the booze itself. It's just the hype. I mean...
Yes, especially when you're dealing with things like Buffalo Trace and all of their different stuff. Which, you know, Buffalo Trace, the Wellers, the Pappies, the Buffalo Trace itself, the different aspects of Buffalo Trace Distillery is just the biggest rage right now. So all their prices are high. Not their MSRP prices, but their secondary prices are really high. A lot of them times you can't even find stuff on the shelves, and it's kind of weird. And the same thing with the Sazerac, I don't know why I said that, the Dalmore. So I was really excited at this price. I know that Dalmore, their series, you know, their age series and finish series can get up to MSRP into the $400-500. This is like a premier whiskey brand. So if you can get your hands on just their 12-year, that would probably...
Because I think with social media now, it's so easy to hype something.
Well, what's the deal with social media is now it's easier to flip something. Because you see a lot of people buying... I tend to think, not always, so don't be hateful on me, but I tend to think that if you're online and you're looking at pictures and you see somebody that is sitting in their car showing you the bottle and saying, look what I just got, this Kung Fu or this, you know, this really cool find I got. I think they're mostly advertising to somebody that they're trying to flip it.
Trying to sell it to somebody else.
I see people that like buckle their bottles in. I think those people actually want to get it home. But I see lots of pictures of the guy just sitting at the steering wheel, like picture, and said, I just picked up this Dalmore, and you know he's trying to flip it. So.
But can you flip alcohol on?
It's illegal, but you can. I mean, there's all sorts. There's a great article in Whiskey Advocate a few months ago about all of this and how to try to stop it. I mean, it's mostly on our own, but things you can do. But yeah, and they mentioned the car thing.
Because I would never buy a bottle of whiskey from somebody I just didn't know. It's like, what's it going to be? It's going to be like tea or something.
Oh, yeah. It's a real concern. In fact, I think one of the biggest scandals in the history of flipping was in the wine industry, where a guy was supposedly acting like he was a a big wine connoisseur dealer from Thailand or China or something, and had was in newspapers and magazines and stuff about how, all these things, these collections he had and everything.
Found all these rare wines
and everybody considered him one of the top wine collectors in the world. And then they found out he was manufacturing labels or buying bottles that had been emptied and ripping their labels off. There's a process, and filling it up with junk stuff. And to be honest, a lot of people, most people, can't tell the difference. I mean, there's huge articles about, especially in the wine industry, where people are giving $10 wine in a $500 bottle, and they think it's great. And these are wine critics that get full. Mm-hmm. And the same thing with whiskey. So yeah, I wouldn't buy anything off. If it's not on the shelf at some liquor store, probably would never buy it.
Yeah, unless it was somebody that you knew who was also a...
Right. Of course, again, it's illegal to secondhand buy stuff like that.
Well, you could trade or gift it or something.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Tell us what you think. Leave some comments about that whole kind of world out there. Shenanigans. Tell us what you think about Dalmore and Dalmore 12, and have you had some of their more expensive stuff I've never had? Not even in a bar or flight or anything. And then make sure you... hit the like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. Share the channel. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise. And remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And this is really great whiskey.
Yeah, it's really good.
Cool glasses, too. So, cheers. Bye.
Cheers, later.